to order. It is December 1st, 2022, and this is agenda setting for the Beaufort County Board of Education. All three officers are in attendance, and we also have board member Earl Campbell, who is not on the committee, attending. So we first need a motion to approve the agenda.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve today's agenda.
I second.
All right. Any discussion? All right, there being none, all in favor? Aye.
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 All right, so the motion to approve the agenda was made by Ms. Middleton, second by Kathy, and it is unanimous. Yep. Next up, we have the Pledge of Allegiance, so please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic
for which it
that
stands,
stands one nation
under
under
God,
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Next, can you roll back to B? She's not going to hear me. I think the media was properly notified. Yep. Okay. Next up, we have the November 7, 2022 committee meeting minutes. Do we have a motion to approve those?
Yes, Madam Chair, I move that we approve the November 7th, 2022 committee meeting minutes.
I second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. So those are approved. So I don't know if Robin can hear us. I think so.
She can. She's shaking her head. Yes.
Okay, good. So yep, motion by, you got it all correct there on the screen. Thank you. Next up, setting the December 13th board meeting agenda. And here's the draft agenda. And let's see, all the usual stuff at the beginning. Okay, so scroll down, Robin, please, to the yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like we have much on the executive session, so I assume maybe starting at 5.
This is Frank. We have
Hey, Frank.
how are you? One item that I don't see on there at the moment. It's the architect for Hilton Head Island High School.
Okay. So what do you think in terms of time, start time?
There's 3 items there.
There's now 4 with that.
I'm sorry. On the legal advice, looks like there's 3 items on that, right?
Yes, and a potential claim. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think 5 o'clock is fine. I'll check with Wendy to see if those are going to be long.
Okay.
Or not. So we'll if we can leave it at 5 for now, I think we're okay.
All right, and if we need to change it, we can change it.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. We're
Sure.
at the district office, or are we in Hilton Head?
District office. Yeah. And that's at the top on here. If you look.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, district
Okay.
office.
Wanted to
Okay.
make
Because there's only one meeting for December.
sure. Mhm.
All right, keep scrolling down. Please. Thank you. So do we have student performance? Do you know,
I
Dr.
don't-
Rodriguez?
I don't know at the moment. I'm
Okay.
sure, but I don't have that in front of me at the moment.
Okay. And same with, how about points of celebration?
Well, I'm hoping that after tonight,
Oh, yeah.
we'll have one for you.
Okay, that would be wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We might also have a state football championship.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah. Because the game is tonight, right?
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was tomorrow.
No, it's tonight. I'm here right now.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right. Then we have, so I guess we'll determine that in the next few days.
Yep.
First, public comments. For the chair report, I can report on the legislative conference and delegate assembly that Earl and I are attending. Thank you. Anything else you guys can think of for me there? We can also thank the outgoing board members for their service.
Yes, please.
Yes, let's have that there too.
Kathy, I'm going to make sure I don't wear spiders.
You are? Oh, good.
Thank you, Robin. Perfect. All right. Now we have our committee reports, and it looks like we have a lot of committees reporting: academics, finance, operations, and technology.
I suspect that operations is going to be lengthy because they've had 2 meetings or 3 meetings and that
Okay.
kind of thing. So it may be
Yeah.
lengthy.
Academic will have 2 OEs presented.
All
And
right.
Robin, do we want to put the motions to accept the OEs as compliant in the here, and then that's our talking points before the presentation? We've done it both ways.
Motion on the, I was gonna put the motion on there after the next academic committee meeting and put them all on there.
Okay, yeah, because there are going to be some with the local approved courses too. Okay,
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of OEs coming through operations too.
yeah.
There's probably like maybe 6 of them.
Oh, we have 2.
We'll be busy out with the committees. All right. Next will be our superintendent's report. I was happy to see the TSI Priority Schools quarterly update.
Beat you to it.
Yep, thank you. All right, and kindergarten updates, I see.
Yep. Kindergarten updates. Yep.
Awesome. That's all we have, Dr. Rodriguez, under the superintendent's report. Under the other goals and other matters, they're all NA. Do you have anything else you want to include?
Under other matters, there may be one other item, but I think we're depending on how tonight goes, and I'm not talking about the football game.
Okay.
We can see what goes there.
All righty. So under board business action, we have the board meeting calendar, since that's state law that we must vote on that and approve it. And I've asked Robin to present 2 calendars, the one we had as draft form at the work session, and then the second alternative was what we also discussed was having when we have a work session to eliminate the second meeting, business meeting of the month. So those would be the calendars that we'll discuss and vote on. Can Kathy or Angela think of anything else that we need to have for business action?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. Okay. And then under consent agenda, we have meeting minutes, several sets there.
A couple of OEs on there too.
Okay.
Under consent agenda?
To consent and out of operations.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then we have the usual end of the agenda, the future agenda topics, the announcements, the second public comments, and the adjournment, and the notification that we'll continue the meeting the next day if we don't extend it beyond 9:15. All right, here are our future agenda topics. So you can, as you go down here, you could take off the board meeting calendar because well, that will be covered with this meeting.
Wendy just posted in the chat, the FOIA quarterly report needs to be on the consent agenda.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So Robin, on your grid here, you could take off the board meeting calendar for 2022-23 because we've got that covered at this meeting.
To make sure that we cover it at the 13th, because I have it on there as covering it for December 13th. So
Right.
on the next future topics, it would come off.
Okay,
When
that's
we do
fine.
the next one, I would take it off the next one because that means we would have already taken care of it.
Okay, that's fine. So I know for the school start times, given the meeting minutes we just approved, that's gone to operations, the last item.
Mhm.
And what is the second community update? I'm not.
I think that's the new committee that's formed. You know, that
Oh,
I think
okay,
they had
yeah.
their initial meeting
I gotcha.
on Tuesday, right?
Yes. So Dr. Rodriguez, can you give a brief report of that under your other matters? That's the Community Project Review Committee. Dr.
Do you
Rodriguez,
think we
can you
lost
hear
him?
us?
I think that would be a good idea if he could give an
Yes,
update.
I'm sorry. I didn't see the microphone off. Yes, yes, that's a great idea. That's
Okay.
perfect.
All
We're
right.
talking about the Community Project Review Committee, right?
Right, they
You
met
had
on
your first
Tuesday,
meeting.
right?
Yes, I was there.
Perfect.
I'm going to refer to that as Community Project Review 2.0.
Okay,
I like that.
Because I couldn't, when I was looking at that there, I was like, what is that committee? What is that committee? So
2.0. I like that.
2.0.
Perfect. And then under consent agenda, Robin, add the FOIA quarterly report, please. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I don't know what OE it is. Perfect. And then you can always adjust it and put in the number or whatever.
It's
OE.
quarterly report. It's quarterly.
Yeah. Thank you. So Robin, can you go back to the grid you had up, the future agenda topics? All right. So you're gonna, put December 13, exactly. And so Kathy, what about the results monitoring report forms?
Well, we had at the board meeting, at the work session, we had the wrong form loaded in, right?
Right.
So what did we say we were just going to talk about it at the next board meeting? I don't recall how we finished that. I guess I have to reflect back on the minutes, which I didn't from the work session.
Yeah, I have not looked at those minutes yet. And
Yeah.
I think we did say maybe we're going to talk about it at this meeting. Do you remember, Angela?
No, I don't.
Or Robin?
we were going to go back to Peggy and talk about it and discuss it because Dr. Rodriguez wanted to discuss certain aspects of it. So it was kind of put on hold until we can get with Peggy to talk about it.
Yes, I remember that. That's correct. So, and she's coming, what date?
She's actually coming on the 12th to talk to the
new members.
with the new members.
Yeah, so then I don't think it should be on this.
No.
Obviously, that it can't be on this December 13th meeting. All right.
January.
Yeah, maybe you want to put January, not the first meeting, but the second
Yeah.
meeting. Or work session, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that then we've covered all the things on here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was there anything that someone sent that I don't have on the calendar, on the schedule?
Not that I'm
I
aware.
don't recall getting anything.
Yeah. All right.
Wendy added, the OE 16 is for you.
Yeah. Good. So it seems like we're concluded the agenda setting for this meeting. Anybody have any other comments or additions to the December 13th meeting?
I don't think so.
Okay. So do you by chance, Robin, have the draft agenda for the January 3rd meeting?
No, because all we do is just do the elections and the swearing in. So
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sure you have a template from prior
it's a
year.
regular template for that. It's
Yeah.
just the election and the swearing in and the election.
Okay. Then how about our board
Start at 6 o'clock.
meeting reception? Do we have, I can't remember when you said you were meeting for that.
The SIC,
Board meeting reception?
We had that meeting on Monday. It's from 6 to 7:30. Colonel Gar and Tricia attended, and we have a outline already set up, so we're moving forward with that.
Perfect.
And once we get the agenda set, the agenda is basically a reception from 6, meet and greet from 6:30 to 6:45. We're going to have sticky, trying to find the word, tablet paper. Tablet paper is not the right word, but for elementary, middle, and high school, put out throughout the room for the SICs to write down their questions and concerns. And then it was suggested that we set up a horseshoe with chairs in the middle, and we take the most common question and start addressing those. The chair would lead it, and we would have discussion. The board would go round robin to address, I'm just going to use books. So if books is the most common theme, then the board would discuss where they are with books and then let the SIC ask questions. And during the time frame, we would move down the list as much as we can get through. Those items that we don't get through, then we would take those and discuss at the board's work session in January. Whatever we didn't get through, the board would discuss in January. Then when we have our joint meeting in March, we would bring those items back with the board. So that would be our follow-up in March, and then discuss any further new items.
Okay. So from your description, then we need to definitely have an agenda for that meeting because it's,
We will.
okay, yeah, because it's more than just a reception.
Reception,
We're going to have
yeah.
a discussion. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And appreciate.
We will have the time out with the instructions that this is what we're going to do. And then we would gather the questions, and then you as the chair would lead the discussion.
Okay.
And then also what happens if we don't finish on time with their questions, that these would be a follow-up at the board's work session. The board would discuss, and then we would bring that back to the joint meeting in March.
Okay. So I would recommend just having that right on the agenda, so everybody's
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
on the same page. Yeah. So they know what the process is going to be. That sounds good.
And food service is going to take care of the reception. It's just finger food hors d'oeuvres.
Very nice. That
Yeah.
sounds good. All right. Do we have any other agenda that we need to discuss?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so either.
No.
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 All right, before we adjourn, I just personally want to thank Kathy for your service as an officer for the Board of Education in the last 4 years. It was a pleasure working with you, and you will be very much missed, and I wish you well off the board and hope to see you from time to time. Thank you very much, Kathy.
Thanks. And William Smith's hand is up.
Mr. Smith?
I do have a question, a preliminary, and concerning the January 3rd meeting. In terms of the taking of the oath, how is that? How will that be spelled out? Because I do yeah, I would like to know that. What's that process right now?
I think it's the same processes that we've used in the past, and to my knowledge, Mr. Grimsley will be the one administering the oath because he has done it in the past, and he does not charge the board to do it. So, and he's an attorney in Beaufort.
As well
What
as the
specifically
judge.
do you mean?
Well, I have asked, in terms of my oath, I have asked Judge McIntyre, who did me my oath the first time. He's also a judge. I have asked him to do my oath. So I'm not sure how we need to incorporate that, but that's what I would like to give you my oath. And I don't see a problem if I know that other board meetings where some board members had different people to give their oath for their family members or different. So I've asked Judge McIntyre to give me my oath to do my oath of office.
May I?
Yes, certainly, Robin.
We've never had individual board members to take their own separate oath. It's always been one judge. Judge McIntyre did it the 1 year that was requested because Judge Grimsley was not available at that time. But individual board members do not have individual people giving oaths.
Okay.
So
Everybody stands up at the same time and does it simultaneously.
yes, you can have whoever you want standing with you as family members or as friends, but only one person administers the oath.
Yeah, I didn't ever recall it being separate oaths for different members.
Yeah.
No. So invite him to stand with you, William. All right. Do we have any other business?
No, I want to tell Kathy thank you too. Kathy,
Oh,
you have
good.
been amazing. You have been amazing, and I greatly
I'm
appreciate
not
it.
finished, Madam Chair. My question was, I was not going to invite him. My thing was, I've seen other board meetings where they've had other places, and I don't mean that we can't change that process. Because as a board member, I do have the right to have the person give me the oath who I would deem appropriate. And I'm not sure if everyone taking the oath at the same time is adequate as well. So that's why I think that most other board members, most other boards do their oath one at a time.
We are not other boards.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you,
But we
Earl.
might not be other board, but I'm entitled to my right as well as a board member. And I don't think I should have my rights infringed upon because of how we've done in the past. I do have the right to take my oath as I feel deemed, so that I can take the oath of office.
I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, I think that's divisive when you have different people giving different oaths.
Right.
And that I disagree because you can if everyone wants if someone want to go through one person and someone want to go to the other person, I see no problem with that. I mean, I've seen where at other offices, like I said, other school boards and even other offices where each individual member had their own person to get them the oath. That there's no law stating who have to or who can and cannot give you an oath. Actually, technically speaking, if you want your mother or father or whoever, anyone can give you the oath. So I mean, I think that we being kind of I won't say the word petty, but I think that we've been a little we're taking this a little far here, or really infringing on people's rights more so.
Nobody's taking away the rights. That's just the way it goes in the state of South Carolina or all boards.
No, that's not true. Because in the state of South Carolina, I see where other boards, even school boards, are having their own individual people who are giving them their oaths. So that's not true, Mr. Campbell.
So,
I make a motion.
yeah,
I move that we continue to give the oath of office using one judge, and everyone does it simultaneously.
I second.
okay. Any discussion?
Yes.
I haven't called on you, Mr. Smith. I'm asking the officers
Committee.
first, the committee. Okay, now, Mr. Smith, do you have anything additional to add? We heard what you said already.
Yes. I will not be taking the oath under this because I will not allow my rights to get violated. So I will not.
That's, whatever you're going to choose is, that's your choice if you don't want to be sworn in. So, any further discussion from the officers or Mr. Earl Campbell as the one other board member present?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. All right. So, Robin, can you please display the motion? All right. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? None. All right, the motion passes unanimously. All right, I don't think we have any further business tonight, and so,
Kathy, thank you.
yep. And
All right.
I know, we're gonna
Go
miss you, Kathy.
Beaufort.
We're adjourned. All in favor? Aye.
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 Good night.
Good night.